Hey, what's going on to all of my Capricorns? So let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. So all right. So the cards that I have for Capricorn is Four of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, the Ace of Wands, Five of Swords, Moon, Chariot, Ten of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and I have the Two of Swords. Excuse me. So um what I'm seeing here for you Capricorns, right? You have the Chariot, which is Cancer, which is the exact opposite sign of Capricorn. Um, that's interesting. So the Four of Pentacles is about it. It represents you, and it represents that a lot of you Capricorns, some of you Capricorns right around now has multiple people that you could be talking to right now, and this person that represents this Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands, and Five of Swords wants you to stop messing with all of those other people. But it's not necessarily something that they can really ultimately control. Problem is that they may be telling you stop messing with those people, or they're not even going to try to date you. Okay. They're sick and tired of dealing with people who are players, regardless of who the player is, right? Um, the Moon and the Chariot. So the Moon and the Chariot are about so now it's like the Moon represents, this is something that they've been wanting for a long time. They wanted a monogamous relationship, and they're getting to know you, but they know that you Capricorns more than likely have a lot of people that you could be talking to. And they're letting you know that if things are going to be monogamous, then they want it to actually be monogamous. They don't want to have to try to go after too much of they don't want to have to do too much competing for your attention. Now, I'm going to go into a lot of different areas with this. The Chariot represents you Capricorn stopping for a minute to really pay attention to how certain possibilities may go. So you Capricorns are essentially just telling them that you're going to think about it for a bit, and you're going to let them know what's going on, because of course they may be asking you to do a whole lot right around now. The Ten of Wands, excuse me, the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles is that again they want to be one v one on one with you, getting to know you, getting to know what's going on with you. They want to be a monogamous relationship. They want to be in one with you. The Three of Pentacles, they don't want all those distractions, all those people that you could be potentially meeting. Maybe you may not even have somebody right now, but this is a situation where, remember how it is I told y'all that one of the things that y'all could do is date multiple people at the same time. Don't get physically intimate with a whole lot of them, but date them. Go on starter dates and see if they try to hurry you into a relationship, or hurry you into, having some sort of intimacy on the first date. Then, and if that's not what you want, then cut these people off. So now I'm gonna start to go out into different directions, right? Because this person, see, this person, since this person gave you this ultimatum, stop hanging out with these people, or I'm gonna, or I should say, stop trying to date multiple people, otherwise I'm gonna leave. As I said this before, a lot of you Capricorns, you didn't necessarily flat out say no, but you Capricorns are letting them know that you will let them know, right? Because remember, this is a heavy thing that they're asking you to do. A lot of you Capricorns don't want to dedicate yourself to somebody, and then they turn out to be completely dysfunctional, right? Now, you can choose, I'll say this, right? Because I'm gonna start branching out. You can choose to decide to become monogamous, or you can choose to let them know no, and you're going to continue to date multiple people. And if they make the decision to leave, if they stick with that decision, you're going to let them go and be willing to let them go, because letting them go ultimately would probably be the best decision for you, right? It'll probably be the best decision for you if that's not where you are, because they they want to date and all that other type of stuff, which is cool. But you also have to ask questions as to, okay, how their dating life was, right? How was it in the past? Did they have a multiple of people trying to um say something to them, holler at them? Or is it that these are individuals that essentially wanted um to be in one monogamous relationship, but things just didn't necessarily work out the way that they intended it to? You can ask these people that and find out the answer to your question. But see, the situation with that is that then they can't necessarily be a hypocrite and then be like, I want you to stop dating all these people, if they had multiple people that they could have been with, but then they chose not to be with. So the chariot in this reading, yes, it represents something deep, but it also represents taking, because it represents something deep because it represents taking the time to really think about it, taking the time to understand which avenue you want to go down. Do you want to go down the light side, which is to be monogamous, or do you want to go down the path of the dark side? Even though these two sphinxes should be swapped, which path do you want to take is the point that I'm trying to make. Because this path here, where you're keeping this person uh at bay, where you're like, hey, give me some time to think about it, right? Give me a couple of days to think about it. Obviously, those couple of days are going to breeze by. It's not going to last forever, of course. You know what I mean? It'll probably, the person more than likely at the most will probably give you 196 hours, which is about 6 and 3/4 days, right? So, I mean, that's not a whole lot of time. So they want you to come up with the decision. And those are your choices. What are you going to do? Well, the Four of Wands represents, for some of you, you will decide, like I said, to be with this person monogamously. Some of you will decide, no, you're going to continue to explore your options because of how unfair things were to you, and you don't care. However, it's not, as I said before, it's not going to last long. So hold on a second. Yeah, it's not going to last long at all. Fell up underneath the table, but it's not going to last long. So you definitely have to come up with a very strong decision very quickly. All right. Let's clarify the chariot, as a matter of fact. Let's clarify the chariot. Okay. Clarifying the chariot right here. So we have the world, we have the tower, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords. Okay. So this is a situation for a lot of you, right? Where the world represents Capricorn. All right. So you did show up in your own reading. Okay. So to clarify the chariot, which is Cancer crabs, right? This is about, again, a lot of you Capricorns will decide, right? The world, the tower, a lot of you Capricorns will decide to break the relationship between yourself and the other person. Yeah, a lot of you will be saying, listen, the world is a great big world. You owe it to yourself to see what else is out here. Um, you tried playing that game of one person at a time. Things didn't necessarily work out for you. So it's best that you really just try your chances, just dating multiple people. A lot of you will go with that. I'm not even going to lie. A lot of you. The tower represents, obviously, the tower and the Queen of Pentacles. This person didn't necessarily expect for you to actually say that. And this puts them right back into the situation again, because again, maybe these people were playing around when they were younger, and now that they gotten older, and a lot of people don't want them a lot, because a lot of people know what they used to do to people in the past, right? When they were younger. Now they're trying to date you seriously, and now you Capricorns don't even care, because you Capricorns got your own problems to solve too, and you've probably been done in wrong by the very same people that they were years ago. So the 10 of Swords represents, now this person starts looking at you a certain kind of way. Like, how could you be doing all this stuff and all this other stuff, right? And why would you do that to them and this type of stuff? And again, they may even be taking it personally. And the situation is not that they should be taking it personally. What it is that you Capricorns been tried to be the goody two shoes, be out here, date one person at a time, because Capricorn can be dignified, but let's not forget Capricorn also is the devil card too. So the devil tarot. So you can also get that, where the Capricorn can be play some games on you where you never saw coming, that could really end up hurting your feelings and break your heart. So the thing is, it just depends on who they are and where they want to go with this. Right? It just depends on who you Capricorns are and where y'all want to go with this. Because that's another zodiac sign that I know very well. My one of my aunts is a Capricorn. I'm not going to put business out there. No, I won't put family business out there. But one of my aunts is a Capricorn. So yo. Anyway, let's clarify the 2 of Wands. That's why it is I be trying to tell y'all, I did all of this stuff already. I did all of that already. All that stuff, put it like this, all that stuff that a lot of people out here getting caught up in, I've experienced that probably like 10 years ago. No joke, probably like 10 years ago. A lot of people out here in the dating pool getting caught up with situations like, you know, oh, um, where you'll have somebody in your residence, and they'll hang around you, and you expect them to be intimate with you, and then they move the goalposts, and then they don't. Yo, that really goes to show you how behind in the times and how slow to catch up people seriously are, and how unfortunately and unfortunately how advanced I am. That type of games that people used to play on me, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Those types of games that I used to get caught with, because I had to go through the whole caveat of games. That's the type of stuff that used to work on me in 2012. You mean to tell me 10 years later, in 2022, you mean to tell me people still ain't caught on yet? I be living in the future. Trying to tell you something. I be living in the future. To clarify the 2 of Swords, you have the Hermit, 6 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 4 of Cups. The Hermit represents this being something for you where this person think that they slick. This person thinks that they could have manipulated you by giving you that ultimatum, because that's what it was. It was an ultimatum. Why you're letting this person know what time it is with them. You wanted to date multiple people. You're not necessarily trying to get caught up too quickly. You really do want to pay attention to who's out here and understand who stands upright, so to speak, who's upstanding and who's not. And this person is out here on some BS because they're trying to give you an ultimatum. The best thing for you Capricorns to honestly do, all of you, is to stand your ground with that and let that person go. Because when you tell that person what it is and you say, listen, this is what it is, stand on that decision. Unless there's something that truly comes up where you really want to make a change for that decision, regardless of who or what, whether it's monogamous to multiple people to monogamous, it has to come from an internal change within you. Don't let it be an external change. Because I tried that same, giving the person a chance type stuff, even though I told the person that you know what I mean, what time it was. And then the person guilted and cajoled and got upset. And how could you do this and all this other stuff? And then when I gave them a try and I say, okay, let's see what your world looks like. Okay, fine. I don't think this would work for me, but let's give this a try due to certain factors. And you know what happened? The person started to cut up, the person started to act up, do all this type of stuff. So unless it comes internally, don't let people get you into an ultimatum. Oh, you need to go ahead and make a decision. Da, 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 da. Tell them, look, I'm not making that decision because this is what it is I want to do. So I'll be willing to let go of you if push comes to shove, and let them go. The Six of Wands is, again, pushing this issue because it was a manipulation tactic. The Two of Wands and the Four of Cups is what? But you have to be above that and let these people go, because that's not what it is. It's a dub. So that's it. That's pretty much it. You're out of the rat race. For you Capricorns who decided to let them go, good on you. For the Capricorns who decided to still hang out with them, they were manipulating you and they got you caught up. So you got to get out of that situation, because they're planning on playing games with you because they already started. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, my the link to my website, as well as my IG page, as well as the link to my book, which is on Amazon, is in the description, and also to the comment section below. Trying to get this YouTube channel to 3,500 subscribers by the end of January. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos. Peace.